Oh yeah, well I think both of us really loved the other Insidious movies, and for me it was the first horror movie that I'd ever been asked to be in, so I figured it was high time I jumped at the chance.
Yeah. Same.
I know. I read up a little bit. I know you said your son was a fan. Took you to the
Yeah,
movie
I think the
and you were a
movie that
big
I
fan.
saw
Yeah.
most recently to starting the shooting of Insidious Chapter 3 was Evil Dead, which was a very impacting movie. Did you see that one?
Yes.
Yeah, they really went out there with the bloodletting.
Definitely.
Yeah, we don't do that,
No.
but we scare the crap out of you anyhow.
It was a great experience. I think it was definitely a chilling place to work, but I
Yeah.
think it made it all the more exciting and easy to go to that place and to be scared. It was fun.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, the way Lee Wanell, the director, is making this movie is a lot of this stuff was practical. There's surprisingly few visual effects in the movies, and there is the difference. Special effects is when you got a guy on the end of a rope pulling a dresser over in the background. That's SPX. The visual effects is when they digitally correct something. And there's some enhancement in this, but really his approach was to do it for real so that you're really seeing the actor
Yeah.
go through the thing. You'll see long takes with a long duration, so there's no cuts, there's no stunt player involved. It's actually going down. So it's a subtle thing, but every time the camera cuts, what it really creates is a little question mark. Or if you know enough about making movies, then everybody stopped and they moved the camera and they did it again. When you just play it out the way that Lee directed this, it's for real. Yeah, she did.
I mean, I think it was just to ground it as much as possible. So when you're in that situation and if these things are going on around you, it could be as real as possible. Because I know it's really easy for things to kind of get campy, but it all has to do with I think it was just the script itself, written by Lee Wanell. Like it wasn't hard to stray from that. Like
Yeah.
he directed every word to its fullest extent, and I
Yeah.
think that's why the movie turned out like really well how it is because of his script. There wasn't as much like solo preparation into anything.
And it has to help that he wrote it and is directing it, so
Yeah.
it's his baby.
It
Yeah.
is, you know?
And he
Which is a
wrote
good
the
thing.
whole series. He appears as Specs along with Tucker that Angus Sampson plays. So what I think is just incredibly cool is he takes favorite parts of his even from Insidious 1 and 2 and sort of pulls it apart
Yeah.
and then reconfigures them in our movie, Chapter 3. And yet there's things that each of the movies have, even if it's just as simple as that shadow in the curtains behind the character you're looking at. It just moves like an inch. I think there's one of those, at least one of those in each of these
Yeah.
movies. So you get some of those that's become a classic part of this franchise. And he knows that because he knows this genre like the back of his hand. And he's obviously twisted. But you see him as Specs and he looks like this nerdy guy. And it's this great combination. We just had so much fun making this movie.
I loved any of the scare scenes were my favorite parts to film.
Yeah.
They were really exciting, and those were my favorite days on set for sure.
And for me, one of the climactic scenes where Stephanie's character is all the way possessed and she's
Yeah.
finally attacking her own father. That was just mayhem that day. It was really great to shoot fun but kind of scary because it
Yeah.
was half planned. I mean, we were careful and safe, but Lee wanted to make sure that whatever happened we captured. And when you have days like that on a film set, it's really fun to do and gratifying.
Thank you guys
Right
very
on.
much.
Thanks.
Thanks a
Thank
million.
you.
You bet. You got it.